Well, let's see. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Unceremoniously just drag everybody in here without any warning or anything of the sort. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome some of the cast of the Oz9 podcast. Hello, beautiful people.
Good morning.
Hello.
Aloha.
Quick question. We can still hear the back room, the green room, in my headphones. Can you?
I just closed mine.
The green room?
Yeah, you guys can either leave the green room or Dan can just remove you from the stage in the green room. One of the two.
I closed the tab.
Yeah, you can close out of the green room. You don't need to be in there anymore.
Oh. Hey, I come by my tech issues. Honestly, my brother is currently fighting his way in because tech.
Yeah, you stay in the green room literally the whole rest of the event, Shannon. You have to stay in there.
I'm sorting M&Ms as we speak. Like, no brown for Bonnie, no yellow for Sarah. M&Ms only for Chris.
Oh my goodness!
These people.
Please take a moment while everybody's in here. Please take a moment. Introduce yourselves. What do you do on Oz9? Tell us about Oz9 and all that happy stuff.
Are you assuming there are people in the world who don't know about us? I just...
Only a few.
Yeah, no, probably not. Everybody should, right?
I guess I can start if that's okay with everyone.
That's appropriate.
Shannon Perry, otherwise known as Oz9 Olivia. It's not my fault. I would like to just preface this entire conversation and, in fact, this entire show by saying it's not my fault.
But it is.
It really is.
All of it.
Yeah, sheesh you. I play Madeline and Olivia and write the nonsense and occasionally herd cats and things, but that's me. On to the next.
Who's the cat?
We have so many cats and they're all
Rabid
feral.
Cats, blind cats, three-legged cats.
But adorable nonetheless.
Adorable and
different
feral.
way.
Yeah. All right. So the only real British accent in our cast is Sarah, who in mine is, oh, wait, it's not mirroring. So she's there.
She's below me here.
Yep. And then we have Bonnie, who plays Donna and Jesse, and Chris, who is our narrator next generation.
Woo-hoo.
So I will let them introduce themselves because that was dumb.
In that order?
Don't care. I'm shutting up now.
Welcome to Chaos. Hello, I'm Sarah Golding. I play Mrs. Sheffield, and the accent that I put on is from about the 1950s, and nobody speaks like that anymore. And I immensely enjoy jumping in on this wonderful podcast. And outside of that, I'm a producer, writer, director, maker of Canva things, and anything else I can throw my hand to. I do drive vans and make t-shirts. So if you need any of those skills, hit me up. But I work for Wireless Theatre, and I have my own company called Quirky Voices too, which I do as much audio as I can. Just have the best fun everywhere. That's the plan.
Can't sit still for 5 seconds. Basically.
I just did. I did then. Did you see me?
Oh, she can do an excellent American accent too, which always kills me.
Do you know, the best thing is I did a thing called Winnebago Warrior, and somebody thought that I was from the Deep South because I had this accent that kind of apparently worked. And when they heard me speak British, they were very confused. Eric!
Yeah, I can't make it. I'm just kidding.
He's here. Goodbye, everyone.
And we're out.
That's my standard go-to. Yeah. What did I miss? Catch me up.
Yeah, it's not you yet. Hang on. Bonnie?
Not me. It's not you, it's me.
We'll get back to you in a minute.
Oh, honey.
I'm eating peanut butter, by the way. I hope nobody has allergies.
That's
I
good.
do,
Oh,
but it's fine. You're far away.
I'm Bonnie. Oz9 do
allergies.
Donna and Jesse and Lady Nibble Biscuit and a few other odd things here sprinkled here and there. I record in a closet in Texas. It's like 105 degrees most of the time, and it's really hot in here sometimes. So I've got my door to the closet open so you can hear the dog bark and all that, which is good. I don't know what else to say about me. I used to be an animator and draw cartoons and stuff. I'm an incredibly fascinating human being, but you're just going to have to figure that out on your own.
I guess it's me then. I am Chris Nadolny Gorley, and I am the narrator, and I'm a newbie. I've been part of the crew for about 2 years, and I took my dad's place as the narrator. So not took his place, but I pretend to. So I play one on podcast, not TV. Play a narrator on podcast. I actually have 0% background in anything related to acting. And I'm a biologist. So that's what I do for my daytime job and fun. I know I was talking to a friend last night, and I'm a planner. And she said, "What do you plan? Like fish parties or something?" And I was like, kind of. The fish are crazy, man. So yeah, so that's what I do during my day. And
party.
I know fish parties are fun.
Ain't no
So
party.
it's so true. And then like when we leave every site, of course, what do we say? So long and thanks for all the fish.
Nice.
So so that's why I'm here today, hanging out with the crew.
Yeah, Chris is the real scientist, which is funny because we pretty much ignore everything she tells us. Except we did include sea star because there's no such thing as a starfish.
Yes.
So
we learn on this
We
podcast
learn.
all the time, right?
all the time. Just don't rely on us for pronunciation.
Never.
And Eric, you're up, bud.
What are we doing?
Really?
Who are you and what do you want?
Who are you? I want peace throughout the world, and I want. My name is Eric. Are we on?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm not wasting this on you people. My name is Eric. The characters I do, I guess, if we're reciting those, I do Joe, I do Howard, I do Dr. von Habesetzer, I do Mr. Suthers, and I like to do in my own privacy of my own house. I like to do Mrs. Lady Nibblebiscuit.
Ew.
But I need someone, a different opinion on some things. And I live in Tacoma. I used to live in Austin, Texas, near Bonnie. That's how I knew her. Worked here back there.
Beautiful relationship.
Moved here about 6 years ago. Grew up like Shannon in Illinois, Central Illinois, not
We
Chicago.
lived quite close to each other.
Yes, we were very.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, I didn't meet her till I was like 17, though.
It's weird. Yeah.
Very strange.
They kept me living in the
And I did a lot of improv down there, and was in the independent film world a little bit down there, and with my brother, and who's now Puerto Rican. He lives in Puerto Rico. Although he's moving, and I'm not sure what else you would want to know about. We've been doing this show since the beginning, 6 years now, I guess, or 5 years. So
Eric was actually one of the ones in on the original planning. Eric and Colin, Tim, who plays Colin, and Leet, Richard, and the other Richard, the narrator.
yeah, this is really my gig.
I'm really disappointed in all of us because he was the last one in that when he popped up, we didn't all yell Jesus.
Jesus, you're right. Dang it.
I'm really disappointed now that I
Opportunity.
thought of that way too late.
Go out and come back here again. You're
Don't
right.
you have the reins? You could just kick him out and we could do it again.
True.
You might never get it back.
We
I
just-
could, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to touch anything because I'm afraid I might break it.
Yeah.
Especially with the crew of the Oz 9 in here, I'm worried we're running on like duct tape and
Truly.
swamp, like fumes from the bio swamp and stuff. So I don't want to touch anything, or everything might fall to pieces.
It's so true.
It really
You have
is.
no idea.
I got more duct tape.
So yeah, welcome
Awesome.
to the amazing cast of the Oz 9, and of course the amazing brainchild of the Oz 9 over here. I'm going to grab Shannon grab her. So what do you have planned for us today? Because I know you have some fun games and stuff like that planned today.
We do. We have a bunch of games. Unfortunately, I forgot to do the thing where I print them, cut them out, and stick them in a hat. Sorry, Sarah. We knew that was going to happen. So basically, we're at pick a number between 1 and 13.
Groovy.
I can roll dice. You want me to roll dice?
Beauty.
Do it.
I don't have a
Let's do it.
13-sided dice. Yeah.
You do not.
I have a 12.
Wait, narrator.
That
Chris is
The 13 is
You
a
don't have
hard one.
dice on hand, bunch of nerds.
I have a 20. I would do 20.
We could do that.
Just hanging
That
out.
looks like something that was
change
send us
for
to
20?
another dimension.
Do we have people watching, listening that can participate as well if they're interested? Because some of these games require a little bit of audience participation.
Yep. Anyone in the chat can also take part. You guys won't be able to see the chat, but I can, and I can.
Oh, bummer.
I can tell you if they. I mean, you guys can go to Twitch and look at the chat, but you just have to remember to.
Yeah.
More tech things, Shannon. Do more tech things.
Please respect the 7-second delay we use.
Wait a
I
minute.
challenge
What's the
anyone to
difference?
know that quote.
What's the difference between private chat and comments? We can't see things in the comments. It's different.
There's no private chats just for people that are backstage and on the stage in StreamYard. So you'll only be able to see it, like if I type in there, if Dan types in there, anything like that. The comments would be if we were streaming through StreamYard, which we're not. Then you could basically because you can multi-source through StreamYard. You can pull like Facebook comments and put them on the screen and all that kind of stuff. But I don't stream through StreamYard because I can't do all my fun overlay stuff there. So
totally fair.
Oz9 math 12, 20, close enough to 13 says softly cynical in the chat.
Can we just ignore that chat screen then?
Very nice. This is for Kyle and Lee, my Doctor Who mug, and for David Tennant, but he's probably not watching. So.
I have a mug downstairs and I forgot.
All right. Does somebody want to pick a number between 1 and 13?
7.
No.
7.
7.
Oh, you guys, 7's the hardest one.
You invented this thing.
You could have mentioned that.
All right. 7 is we're playing the British improv game called Just a Minute.
Oh,
So you have to do it in character, talking about yourself, but no hesitation, deviation, or repetition. So you can't pause. You can't say, you can't repeat the same keywords. You can repeat small words, but not keywords. And you cannot go off topic. So Bonnie, this one's for you, gal.
It just says my daughter just handed me this mug through the door because when she heard me downstairs say,
I have one of those.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
Oh, look at there.
My Jessie mug.
much trouble.
Still in
I've got this
her
wonderful
original
assistant.
fancy packaging.
That was awesome. Just his hand comes through the door with a mug.
All right. So I'm going to make Sarah start this one because she's the actual British person who
No
knows
pressure.
this game best.
doesn't mean I'm any good at this game.
It'll be American for it.
So
Good God.
the deal is she talks for ostensibly she will talk for 1 minute without hesitating, deviating, or repeating. If we catch her doing any of those things, we have to go and jump in and tell her what she did wrong and then take over the remainder of her time and talk about ourselves in character until we screw up and somebody jumps in on us. Whoever is still talking at the end of a minute gets how many ever points Nick decides.
Ooh, I have power here. Ooh.
You have power here. Sorry, did we not tell you that?
Oh,
right.
one more question.
Yes. Got a timer as well.
So we have to be our character and tell about our character?
Yes, you are your character talking about your life aboard the Oz9,
Oh boy.
or prior to joining the crew, if you want to do that. And I'll probably steal it for future episodes.
Sarah, you're representing all of Great Britain, so don't blow it.
Yep. All right, Sarah, are you ready? Tell us about
No.
Mrs. Sheffield. Ready and go.
Mrs. Sheffield. Oh, goodness. Can I not do it?
Hesitation.
Good Lord.
Oh, give her one more
that
chance.
was sad. That
One more
was
chance.
sad. No. The rules say.
No, don't.
All right. So.
Like Eric.
Me?
Eric and
Yep. Talk about.
Have I already hesitated?
Pick a character. Which
Pick a
character? do you want
character, any character. I'm going to go with, let's start
Habersetzer.
with Habersetzer. Let's
All
start
right,
with
ready, go.
God.
My name is Mr. Habersetzer, Dr. Habersetzer. I am a scientist and oh crap, but I screwed up.
Yeah, and you said
repeated
Habersetzer twice.
I got a bit excited there. Sorry.
Back to Sarah.
And-
Go.
As far as I'm concerned, the job that I do is very important to national security, not only for the country of England, but for the world itself, which goes on beyond this particular idiom to several other hundred thousands of places which you can visit in any form of ship you like. And I happened to fall upon the Oz9 at some point, which is a place which I wouldn't really think would be somewhere where I enjoy myself so much. But at the moment, I find that there's a lot of people on board who are very interesting to speak to. And at the moment, the most important person that I feel that is around the ship, other than my good self, is a small bat-like creature in level 6. Please, someone interrupt me. And I'm surely I've hesitated by now. Thank you.
She did it. A whole minute.
That was a call right
Did
there.
I? Minute. No. All right. Good. New game. That game's hard.
Did I win?
No, not even a little.
Did I
For
win?
Great Britain, I feel quite
Nick,
excited. That's
you
the first
win.
thing Great Britain's won in a very long time.
Right.
All right. So
80 years.
Nick is going to randomly assign points, and we'll find out at the end who gets what. And Chris, you want to roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
okay.
means
This
zero.
is a somewhat easier one. This is questions for the author. I guess there's only one of us. Any actor or any character from anyone. You ask a burning question about the character, the show, personal life, although we're going to put caveats on that. This is your chance to ask Eric where he came from, because I don't know.
Stuttgart. I don't know.
Stuttgart. Any questions?
Who's supposed
Any
to ask the
answers?
question? Are we supposed to ask the
Well,
question?
we're pausing to let the audience jump in if they have a
Audience
question.
is asking the question.
Or Nick, do you have any questions you'd like to ask us?
How many points do you want?
Me
442,
personally right now?
401. Long may it leather.
10 more than anybody else. That'll give me a nice margin.
Don't start giving me like compound like formulas and stuff like that I have to work with here.
To the power of
Chris is the biologist.
42.
We'll make Chris do all the math.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay. I'm not going to keep track of it, but sure.
That's just so wonderful. Well, that kind of math, you can do it, but nobody knows about it.
There you
Can't
go.
do math. I can't do math. Everybody knows that. I count to 3.
Softly Cynical wants to know what happened to the Cub reporter, Brock.
Oh.
Good Lord.
Does anybody know?
I
Bonnie?
just ran across his Twitter file the other day. I was trying to figure out who he was. He's still on there. So you can find him on Twitter, I think.
Steve Kreider, by the way.
Oz9 Cub reporter. But I don't know if he answers if you text him. Or Twitter him. Or whatever you do on Twitter. Tweet him.
Excellent.
I thought we hit a moon and he got ejected out of his seat and flew out the window.
Seatbelts, people.
That's a
Seatbelts.
good question. Who was that?
Steve Kreider.
Oh, that's right. He was on
Oh,
land.
excellent
but he's
question.
on Earth.
Yep. He is.
Delve into the depths of the
He's on
early
Earth.
episodes.
Steve Kreider goes all the way back to middle school for me. We
Oh.
played the same character in a performance of Cinderella.
Would you play?
Lord High Chamberlain. Yep. Yeah, I was tall. I was a tall girl, so I got male parts a lot. That sounded weird. Do not quote me on. I got male parts. That sounded very
High
strange.
school.
Somebody clip that.
Mark.
Look forward to
Hashtag
that.
male
They'll be
parts.
there.
Shannon has
They
boy
are
parts,
often the
yeah.
most fun. Yeah.
All this stuff is gold. Keep clipping.
Yeah, great. Fabulous. That's great. Does anybody else have a question? Oh, so anyway, I think I memory serves, we killed him off in a phone call. Remember, there was a scream, and then we never heard from him again. I'm pretty sure we killed him off.
Not in real
We
life.
don't kill off a lot of people, but we
Softly Cynical wants to know how Leet is doing. And they say they miss Leet. I also miss Leet.
we all
I
miss
miss Leet so
Leet.
much.
We all miss Leet. It's a very
I
sad.
want to give him a buffing, don't you?
There he is. I think he's doing well. He's on the planet with the plants. On yeah. Sorry about that for anybody who's sensitive to that particular noise, which Sarah makes really well.
I'll give you a point for that, Sarah.
Yeah. Let's ask Chris. She's the narrator. Narrators know all the things. How's Leet doing on the planet with the plants?
Yeah, narrate us a late moment. We're going to zoom in on him.
I mean, here's the thing. There's like a wall and you're just ripping it down. So just want to go ahead and put that out. Got Sarah's point there added to the total on the post-it. Leet is doing really well with the plants, of course.
Leet. Leet, love you.
He is causing so much havoc
Now he's
there.
glistening too, just like in real life.
He is glistening, yes.
He's causing havoc.
Yeah, I did hear he found some shirts though.
I
So
think I saw it rippled.
Poor Olivia.
we'll see how that goes down. Maybe he'll run into the 9 again sometime soon. We sure hope, and hopefully he doesn't hack my password because then we'd have some tour guide issues. So
Seriously.
hoping that the wall remains intact there.
Yeah,
for a little while.
I'm just thinking if Leet runs into the Oz 9 again, which one will suffer more damage?
Yeah.
He's very dense.
P.S. All these ceramic pins are for sale in our Etsy shop.
The reason I've been spazzing out, looking around like a I should good thing to say. I had my Jessie pin and I can't find it now, and so that's why I've been looking for it. We could have been doing a little like,
Oh,
but
fun.
I had her over here and I can't find it.
We have talked about doing TikToks with
In my
our
hair?
little pins.
Oh my
Trying to
God.
Figure out a way to.
Please do little skits with the little pins of in character. That'd be the greatest thing ever.
I heard, by the way, that Leet interacted with the black hole, and he actually sucked the black hole into him.
Oh, let's just not even go any further.
His density was so immense.
He is very dense.
Olivia, I'm so tired of doing push-ups. Shut up and take your shirt off, Lee.
And in that slot, you can do it for us. That's beautiful.
It's so awesome.
Very intimate counting
Where's
someone's
my
crunches,
Jessie?
I'm just saying.
Sarah Vadick wants to know, when are you bringing back the hound dog?
Hi, Eric.
The hound dog?
Yeah, that was from that's spurs more funny stories, but that was from our Chicago performance where I dragged old friends Eric Davis and my buddy Susie Franzen in to play random characters with me live in front of an audience of like 9. So that was interesting. But we did predict the pandemic. If you guys remember, we were like in a big hurry to get back to the ship and off of Earth once we found out it was December 2020. Yeah.
2019.
Yeah, whatever it was, pre-pandemic. Yeah, and people have since blamed us, but to channel Olivia once again, not my fault.
Ravidic is Eric Davis.
Yeah.
Eric Davis?
Yep.
It took me a long time to figure that out.
The actual
The actual hound dog. Yep. So, soon. And then we'll probably kill you off because that's what we do.
Rough.
I've already killed off a cousin, so,
I've got a question,
She's
actually.
been working on the
Okay.
brother, but she can't seem to get it
Any
done.
character can be brought back, though, if we have a need to jump a shark.
Oh, yeah. Wormholes, baby. Nick, you had a question?
And you don't feel free to ignore it, but any sneak peeks at anything big planned for 100, because you guys are coming up on 100 really soon.
All right, so Chris, you want to roll that dice and let's go on to a new game? Sorry, I was
All
ignoring.
right, let's see what we got here.
It's good. I'll tell you, it's good.
Oh,
It's
You
a
said
log.
one to-
Good.
1 to 13. I rolled 16. So
I guess
let's
we're going to
try
answer Nick's
again.
question then.
Let's make up a game.
So anyway, just to briefly plug episode 100, we're planning something, but in true Oz 9 fashion, we don't know what it is yet or when, but we'll probably be doing at least a live listen along on our Discord channel like we did at the end of season 4. That was super fun. So hopefully we'll do that again. I'd love to get some folks in cosplay because fun. And yeah,
Truly.
so that's there'll be things, and yes, things are afoot. Episode 100's a biggie, and
Now-
yay, 100 episodes! Woo woo!
Now,
Thank you. For
I'm willing to
anybody who's managed to listen
exchange-
that long.
I'm willing to exchange points for spoilers here, so
No,
We just told you episode 100 is a foot.
Depends if people pledge another 50 quid, then you might be on.
There you go.
There you go. Let's get some donations.
Yeah, everybody
rolling
make
in.
it rain over in the chat. Again, 100% of proceeds all go to the Cancer Research Institute and immunotherapy research, which trains the body's immune system to fight against all forms of cancer. So yeah, please make some donations. The links keep popping up over there in the chat. Softly Cynical says no spoilers. All right, okay, jeez.
Okay.
Even one
I was gonna say,
Kinsey
something goes
half
wrong.
a thin.
The reason is in the word
On Oz 9?
spoilers. You don't want to spoil it.
There is screaming.
You should have heard the
Screaming
dance
like in every
music.
episode.
Should have heard
There
the
was
what, Chris?
really- The dance music. There was really great dance music happening.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
We have discovered a disco aboard the Oz 9. Actually,
Mhm.
I'm going to write that down. Disco aboard the Oz 9. Just a moment. Disco on Oz 9. I actually did just write that down. You never know what's going to come up next.
I'm going to grow my staying alive beard back.
I
Studio
think getting a
59.
dance off between the narrators would be a hoot. And
Dangerous.
very good.
How do you do that in audio? We'll figure it out.
Dis-
Huh?
yeah, I was gonna say a disco on an audio fiction story. I'm not sure how we're gonna.
I don't know.
We
I feel
had a
like
mime.
Out of mime.
What'd you say, Chris? Sorry.
I feel like it'd still win. It's fine.
Oh yeah,
We can
yeah,
do it.
definitely.
Yeah.
We have the sound now that we've got Mark Restuccia
Nixon.
doing our sound design. I'm sure he could figure out a way to make it work with
It makes about as much
sound.
sense as radio ventriloquism, though.
Yeah.
Truly.
It's a thing we do. All right, shall we roll on? Did we answer your question, Nick? Did we successfully evade your question, Nick?
I'll give you some points for that one. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
7.5 all round.
All right, Miss Narrator 2. Or
Yes,
not
I
narrator,
rolled
I'm sorry.
a 3.
A 3. Okay.
Not 3.
So somebody
not 7, not 9.
but 3. That's right. 4 is right out.
4. It's no.
Create an Oz 9 cocktail, and it must contain at least one item from the bioswamp.
Ew.
Anybody want to
Gonna
take that on?
not be
Or
well.
suggest ingredients? We can just suggest
A
ingredients.
cocktail, yeah. Let's say. Well, what does a standard cocktail start with? I'm not.
The color will. Oh, you can't even see that.
my
Never
God.
mind the chroma key.
It looks exactly right. It looks like the river water behind you.
That is, yeah, that works.
With the correct screen. What the hell?
Thank you so much, Kiyomi and Greg. That was a $25 donation. Thank you so much.
Oh, Kiyomi.
Kiyomi
I, need to
Greg.
go- I should go grab that quilt to show off. She made me,
Go get
Kiyomi
it.
learned how to quilt and sent me her very first quilt. In
That
fact,
color.
her second quilt as well.
Oh my
nice.
god! Look at that.
That's what the color of the
Oh.
bioswamp cocktail should be at the end.
Yep.
Is glowing
Looks like-
green.
It's like
It
a
has
primordial
clumps, though.
ooze of some kind.
A Druid bioswamp cocktail's got clumps in it.
Start with it's a bucket of mint gin, basically. Just a whole bucket of mint gin. For it doesn't need anything else, really.
One
That looks
egret
like some sort
feather,
of
an
regional
egret feather
delicacy.
for garnish.
Eagle
An
feather for
ox-
garnish.
Cattail?
Allegret.
Alligator feather for garnish.
Yeah, Allegret.
Nice.
So marketable.
Are we started with a
So
cocktail?
marketable. Yeah. But thank you, Kiyomi and Greg, and thanks again for my quilt.
We love you.
Yeah.
She sent us a total of 3 quilts. I got 2 and Chris got 1. And they are beautiful.
Colin says a gin and tonic with a twist of lemming.
Follow that one.
Nice.
Write
That's
that down.
yep.
And that's
Twist
what
lemming. Only come on,
Twist of
be
lemming.
nice to the poor little animals. Twist them. Twist.
I do like sugar around the edges of a bit of cocktail, though. That's quite nice, isn't it?
don't have sugar. Battery. What happens
You need a
when the
splash
battery
of swamp water in
leaks? What do you call that? When a battery leaks, it's kind of crystallized. You got that.
Yes.
Battery acid?
Not
Battery.
a fan of sucking on battery acid, no.
Battery
Speaking
acid.
of.
Battery.
Battery. Do we have to have
There
this
you go.
conversation now?
I think we use a cattail for garnish. I watched a video of somebody actually taking a bite out of a cattail the other day. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand what that is.
To leave and cruelty animals.
Not nature's
It's not
corn
an
dog.
actual cattail.
It looks like a
Oh.
corn dog, but
Oh.
it's all like feathers and seeds and stuff in there, right?
I
Yeah,
guess.
there's it's a plant.
You
a
know what I
plant.
mean.
Doesn't have
You
feathers.
gotta saute 'em
Lots of
first.
stuff.
Feathers and seeds.
It's wafty stuff. I don't know what it's called. Ask the biologist.
That sounds like a Whole Foods
Seriously,
bar.
over there.
Better than seeds.
I really should have had my thing mirror because I don't know which way I'm pointing. That way.
More interesting.
Did we make the cocktail?
Did we make a cocktail? I don't know. Battery acid, mint gin,
Bucket of gin.
A splash of swamp water.
splash of swamp water.
Make
Some guano floating on the top. There we
And an
go.
olive. And an
Oh,
olive.
that's nasty. And an olive.
Don't eat the olive.
Which gives you superpowers.
Oh, could do with them
Super
actually.
vomiting.
That'll have you bouncing off the hole.
That's one way to fly, I suppose. Yeah.
Just don't breach the hole. That's all we
Nice.
have.
Nice.
That's
All
what
right.
she said.
Again, anymore.
All right. I'm running out of duct tape, people.
All right. Incidentally, we do have prizes that we are offering. So for anyone who donates, if we can keep track of anybody who donates during this hour, you will be in the pool for a prize. If you have a really great suggestion, and this is going to be up to Nick to decide,
Ooh.
Nick, because he's the only one who can see the comment. Hello, Rue.
That's a
My
recurring
lovely
character,
assistant's
by
supposed to
the
take
way.
care of the dog.
Truly.
All right.
Ooh, that was a spoiler.
Should we do another roll of the dice?
Do it.
I rolled a 13. Oh, you can't see it. Hold
Lucky
on.
number 13.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend like this one's 13 because
You
it's really
liar.
hard and will take up a lot of our available time. So, okay, if as the cat, and this one's for the audience too, or Nick, if we were gonna pop someone out of a pod, who would it be and why? And it could be anybody, real, made up. Give me a name or a profession.
Any part of
Just looking for
history.
help on episodes,
Do
Shannon.
they-
Bonnie.
This is basically a writing process laid bare.
I don't know who that was. That was a $100 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for donating again to a world immune to cancer.
Awesome. Thank
So
you.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Your
But if you
prize
don't
is
tell me who
sent
your
out.
name is, you don't get a prize. So
I said we sent out a prize, but we don't know where it's going.
You can send us a secret name to
That's so
and we
lovely.
won't
To a
tell you
random
what's going
address.
on.
thank you so much. That's amazing.
Yeah, that is
That's
awesome.
lovely.
Thank you. That is great. So who are we popping out of a pod?
Oh, that's right.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Why? Why?
Because he's just been missing, and so that'd be interesting that he showed up on our ship.
Are you doing it for the rating?
That's where he's been the whole time.
The whole time he's been on the Oz 9 even before it was built.
Several
Oh, I
hundred years
had-
before it was built. In fact.
Maybe they started building the Oz 9 just around him.
Right.
Like,
That
that's-
was
That's it.
the whole thing was built around getting him off the planet.
I can think of
The
so
worst
many
thing.
people I'd like to pop out of a pod. Come
Yeah,
on, let's get some.
Madeline Kahn. She'd be great.
Oh,
Bring
there
her
you
back.
go.
That
Yeah.
was
Hear her
Love
voice.
to be legend.
I want Jim Henson and Douglas Adams. I would like both of those people, please. On board.
Yes. Terry Pratchett. May he rest in
Terry
peace.
Pratchett. Yep.
Yeah,
I want
bring them
Michael
back.
Jackson out of a pod.
There you go.
What
Ooh,
an-
Michael
that'd be-
Palin.
What havoc would he do
Michael
on the ship?
Oh, I got excited then. Sorry.
Wouldn't that be weird?
Sarah,
on
are
the
you
ship?
okay?
No, I'm sorry.
Shakespeare.
It's just
No.
a thing.
It says Shakespeare. He may have feedback for you. That's a fantastic comment.
Somebody
Oh,
said that.
Died, though.
That's so
It could be
mean.
anybody,
Why
right? It doesn't have to be somebody who's died.
did Shakespeare?
No.
I actually
Houdini.
think that
Yeah,
would
right.
be
Doesn't have to be
brilliant.
somebody dead.
Houdini came out of a pod. He was just all over the place doing magic.
Would we be able to get him in one without?
Yeah, how long have you been in there?
Oh, good point. That's how he pops out. That's why he pops out.
Perfect. He pops out and he's like, God dang, that was really hard.
Yeah. Right, and he's down.
And
Gotta write
summary
that
of
down.
everything.
There you go. What are you drinking there, Nick?
That
Ah,
green stuff.
so much
It's
coffee.
mint, bucket of mint gin.
What was that green stuff you had?
We've driven him to drink.
Swamp water. Oh, this stuff. So when I do my stream games, like all throughout live stream, it's like I said, the chroma key, you can't see it because that's how green it is. I ordered really, 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 really sour green apple sour balls online. The bad part about these isn't that they're sour; it's that the candy underneath them tastes like shit. So
Gum.
Like the sour is going to be like this is fine, but then the green apple flavor in it is terrible. So
much for our sour ball endorsement. Thank you.
Yeah, that sponsorship is gone.
That's sponsor out. Yep.
But that
That's
would make
going out
clumps.
and going in.
That would make excellent clumps.
We've
sour
insulted
balls.
entire countries. We're okay. Sorry, Sweden.
Wait, but I still don't know why you're doing that.
You're
Why-
not
Elska
so
dies.
friend.
thank you, Bullshot UK, for the follow.
Full shot. That's
Yeah.
Kareem Crumfley, if ever I heard a name I knew. Huzzahs to Kareem. He's
Welcome,
in
welcome.
100,000 audio fiction shows.
Welcome
yeah.
in. Welcome to to some of the cast and the doomed crew, of the Oz 9.
You're doomed. You're doomed.
Before we ever set foot on
It
board.
can go down any second. Let's just say that.
And oddly enough, there
Truly.
is gravity because things do fall down.
Yes.
Gravity.
That's the thing.
Law.
Gravity's a tricky thing on the Oz 9. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. All right. I want to know who else we would pop out of a pod if we could pop anywhere. Anybody
oh,
else?
goodness.
Anybody in the audience got
Anybody in the audience want to pop
an idea?
living or
Amelia
dead? Anybody can
Earhart.
do anything in sci-fi.
Sorry, say again, Chris.
Amelia Earhart came
Amelia
up in
Earhart.
the comments.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. We could solve a lot of
I know what
mysteries with the Oz 9.
Yeah.
I'm glad Chris is on the chat because I'm all over the place. Thank you, Chris.
Elvis.
Really love to multitask.
I was gonna say she's the only one of us who's actually capable of multitasking. So
Truly.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait, Elvis. How about Elvis?
Elvis would be cool.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, Elvis would be really cool. I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
Well,
I
if he
know,
has
yeah.
like peanut butter and banana sandwiches, you can use that to make a cocktail in the bioswamp.
Oh, we'd be fighting for those
Really
sandwiches.
Yeah, that would actually
Jesse
be a
would
good
be fighting for
sandwich.
that sandwich.
Yeah, that's actually rather nicer than the ones that have been on the Oz 9. Actually.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I mean, even Elvis in a sandwich is a much nicer sandwich. than
Peanut butter
anything
and
else.
flex. All right. Should we do another game? Do we have time?
Let's do it.
Why not?
All right.
Yeah, we're nailing
Yeah,
these.
you literally have all the time you guys want. You guys can go over as much as you need to because there's nobody behind you. So
Do I have a meeting? I don't have any meetings until,
Yeah.
5 p.m.
Well, that's right. People have jobs. I
Let's
forget.
open the bar.
How's that?
Yeah, I mean,
This
like,
is-
eventually I have to go biologist things, but
People with jobs.
for now,
People
number
with jobs.
11.
11. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. So we give
the other one's
everybody,
crap, or just,
yeah,
this is the good one. The rest of them are questionable at best.
they're all genius.
right.
So you
Give or
have,
take.
we are giving everybody 1 minute, and you have to dash off and find something in your house that represents one of the Oz 9 characters, and then you have to be able to explain why.
It's just going to go to
No,
dead
I'm
here.
looking for
Yes.
it. Oh my God.
Well, I'm going to
Wait.
stay here and not.
Where did Jesse go?
So
I had
everybody
it
has
with
1
me.
minute to find something,
Us
maybe
or other
around
people?
you. There you go.
Oh,
Find
it
something.
represents Oz 9.
there you go. I had to strap up. I had to strap up the lead pin. There we go.
Sweet. Oh, yay. Nice.
I should have. If I would have thought vegetarian haggis, that's perfect.
Perfect. All right, Jesse, Donna, explain to us why vegetarian haggis is correct and worthy of points.
Vegetarian haggis is an abomination. If you didn't have to kill something for it, there's no point in eating it at all. I really appreciate a very dear friend of mine mailed this to me. At the kindness of their heart. And look, I don't understand the backwardsness going, the mirror thing going, look, it's got my tartan. Here it is. Vegetarian haggis. I've not opened it yet. I'm afraid to see what it looks like. Oh, Shannon's off. Everybody's off. Where are they going?
That is
I have
disgusting.
made
My bus is here. I got to go.
Out of all my friends, some of my vegetarian friends are some of the nicest people, even though they're very strange. And I appreciate that they have some vegetarian haggis for them, or else I don't know what they eat every day. I mean, what on earth would you put in a hot dish if you're a vegetarian?
I don't know. I'd rather eat your kilt, actually. Haggis. Not a fan. I mean, that and those blood biscuits. Not a fan.
Ew.
Um,
All right.
Are we killing time? Because I can read the serving suggestions.
I want to know what Chris has got because that looks like a crystal ball.
Ah, yeah. Where'd you go?
It is. I brought a crystal ball because, first of all, why do I have a crystal ball?
I don't think that's real crystal, to be honest.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it hasn't caught the house on fire yet because I keep it under a graduation cap. I think if the Oz 9 had a crystal ball, things would go a lot differently. But more importantly, I think if I had a crystal ball, I probably wouldn't be aboard the Oz 9 because I'd be enjoying my life somewhere else as a narrator, doing things far less dangerous and hopefully interacting with people that are at a relative intelligence level to my own.
I think that was a compliment dressed up as something else then.
For sure. Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Now, someone for sure on the Oz 9 would have in 98 episodes used that crystal ball as a weapon to knock someone else out.
Yeah.
It is very heavy. The glass part of it is very, very heavy. So
They've knocked themselves out.
it
That's
would
true.
work.
Captain Madeline would knock herself out with it.
Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah. Well, on the day that we had no gravity, it would have floated, no doubt, above someone's head, and then
Ooh, like a
when the
bubble.
gravity turned back on, fallen on someone.
Gravity.
100%. All right, Sarah, what do you have?
I have here. This is what gets Dr. Von Haar-Besetzer to sleep, and he let me borrow it for a bit for a cuddle.
I had a lab partner that looked very much like that.
This is designed exactly as one of the people he used to work with. So it's a beautiful.
What's its
cuddly
name?
griggly-doo.
That experiment went horribly wrong.
That's a long name.
Gotta write that one off and lose that grant.
Besetzer, what's its name? We want to know.
Is that a sock thing or is that a
It's knitted or crocheted.
Crocheted.
crochet?
Thank you.
Greg says hello.
Hello.
Hi, Greg.
Yay.
Which
is that? Is that Greg?
The zebra's namesake.
Nice.
The chicken says, "Bark." Greg says hello.
All right, I'm going to show off my things. Again,
Okay.
mark it.
Ah.
Hashtag showing off my
Wait,
thing.
I was gonna show off my boy part.
Chat, just all this is gold. Literally everything.
My thing.
So
The
this
wee
is.
one.
Where's my camera? That's
You're on.
Olivia from
Oh,
Lee.
Hello, Olivia.
From sweet Lee Shackelford, who plays Pluto on ours. And please go listen to the podcast Relativity because it's awesome thing.
Truly groovy.
So that's my 3D printed Olivia. And then from Sire Vedic, otherwise known as Eric Davis, otherwise known as the Hound Dog.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh my God, I love it.
I want one. Isn't that cute? It's a one of those, that's easy buttons.
That should
You
be a
should get
hot.
two and wear them in a bra, and then you can go around them. So,
Not in a million years.
no, that's probably not a good thing. Actually, I
No,
just thought about
sorry.
the reality of that. Sorry.
Just head down to Starbucks and bump into somebody. Oh, right,
It's
wrong
not my
one.
fault.
Batteries must be
I
dead in
really
this
should
thing.
just carry this sucker around and that every once in a while. Because
Use it in traffic. Yeah, right. When you cut somebody off.
you need a giant one for that. Eric, did you find anything?
Well, I found this. It's a cheap scarf. I think Leet brought it because he heard that space is cold, so he wanted something to keep him warm.
Nice.
He thought this would do it. I don't know. I didn't
That would
really.
fit around his finger, wouldn't it? Really.
I am just astonished that Eric Perry has something that colorful. An article of clothing. I don't think I've ever seen you wear anything
You
colorful.
want to see my rash?
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
Very colorful.
Not again.
They're scratching now.
It's purple. It's a rainbow.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, that's all I had. I thought that would. I didn't have time to come up with something.
That's okay. Anybody
Well,
in
we
the
have a lighter.
audience come up with anything for us, Nick? Or Chris, whoever's actually monitoring?
Sire says they can make another one of the "It's Not My Fault" easy buttons for you. So no excuses now for not just walking around in public, like, you
I have
know.
all the excuses I need, which is no.
And Colin just thumbs up the accidental innuendo.
How much is that doggy innuendo?
We never do accidental innuendos.
My
They're all
lovely assistant said hi.
Never.
Did anybody see her?
nope. Bye.
That was my daughter, my lovely assistant who handed me a mug through the door. That's just so awesome.
If there's no coffee in it, does it really count?
What's the high in Austin today, by the way?
70 right now. What? 70? That's unheard of.
Yeah,
must
well, you're
be
having storms and such.
Yeah,
right?
but you're in the attic with a mattress on your ceiling.
that's
It's not
what you're
70 in there.
I think this might be. I think
Naturally
it
hot.
Humidity,
it just turned to
yeah.
73. It's been a
That's
high of
Celsius.
105 already. That feels like 105. Big storm came through
Wow.
yesterday. It looked like it was going to be really scary. And you know how the radar? Here's the blurby radar. Blah, and I'm Austin. Let's see if I can make this work. Oh, it's a big old scary radar. And then it goes. That's what the radar does around Austin. What the storms do. They come big, nasty storm, and then just opens up and goes around us.
Right. Well, that's polite.
Anybody
of it.
understand science? Do big cities radiate so much heat that they affect storms or something?
Sometimes it has to do with the orographic lifting, but the
Science.
Oh,
clouds
dear.
lift.
I've seen people in gyms do that.
Um, Yes. Yeah.
See,
What
we
is it
have
then?
a
What is it
scientist.
like?
I don't want anybody to say we are not science fiction. We have Chris.
Yep.
We've all learned
Yeah.
something today, right?
That's
Again, Oz 9, teaching the world. It's beautiful.
Take our word
Seriously.
for it. We know everything.
Anyway, yeah, it's not bad right now, but it's been horrible.
All right. I would like to know from the audience, just because I think it's fun, what things do you remember from the show? Like favorite moments, favorite lines. If you remember anything, if you could make sense of the plot for me, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
The dog is unsupervised
Spaceship, fly, invisible
Great.
man,
The
Bear.
Oh,
mime.
yes.
Yeah.
The mime. The
Bear
mime is my
chest.
favorite.
Mime.
it's not my fault, swamp, golf course, Pluto. That's it. That's all I got.
Awesome.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
I think that
Jesus!
was
No, wait, there we go. Now I'm done.
I was waiting for that for 12.
People need to go look up French Lick, Indiana and the Pluto statue because that's a real thing. And that Pluto statue with the golden onesie is a real thing.
Oh my god.
We want to do a live
Aw.
show there, don't we, Shannon?
And one hoof foot,
Say
yeah.
again, Sarah.
Hey, Dora. We want to do a live show there, don't we?
Oh, we definitely want to do a live show in French Lick at
And
one of the
this is
big. They have these two giant, huge hotels that were built there, and we want to go perform in one. Rue.
She's unsupervised now, so she's just barking at the closed door.
Oh.
This is Rue, everyone. She's
The
lovely.
dog from Never Ending
Oh
Story.
my god.
Wow!
She's a slouchy Rue.
That's a lot of money!
I can have my hair done at the
Who's
beauty
that?
parlor with $100.
Okay, I gotta fix that alert apparently. I gotta fix that alert apparently, because that's not supposed to go off for a $25 donation, but that was a $25 donation from Cool B 04 Tool. I don't know why that alert went off though. That's supposed to be my $100 Cool Cat alert.
Maybe it's just the word cool.
I don't know. I don't know. That was so weird. Thank you so much. $25
That's
donation.
amazing.
Yeah, I would just like to remind everybody that Brian and actually Greg, our zebra, were both in the trivia episode with Greg asking impossible questions,
Crazy
and
questions.
Brian and me both going. I have no idea. Yeah, that was a very fun. You can actually go back and listen to it. It's one of our bonus episodes of us not answering questions.
Oh, did no one
They
know
were
the
beautifully
answers?
asked.
No, and they were all like,
They were very obscure.
yeah, they were super obscure.
That was like
We're
last
only 11
year.
episodes.
Last year during live stream, I was really hoping that I would be able to hang with the trivia, and I was like, nope, not even close. On episode 57, what did this character say to this character when they something? I was just like,
Yeah, seriously.
Kevin
No
has a
clue.
mind of like a steel trap. It's amazing how
Yeah,
what he retains.
He's our continuity expert.
Yeah, he knows more about the plot and the story than Shannon does.
Oh, by far. By far.
The dog is licking my computer now.
Is the mind like a steel trap?
Kevin, our Greg.
And like a steel trap, he also has peanut butter smeared on him.
Oh, and incidentally, his namesake is in the audience.
We use that to use something.
Greg of Kiyomi and Greg is where Greg the zebra's name came from.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because Kiyomi, we were doing a competition for naming Howard, and that eventually went to Queen Jess from the Discord channel, who named
Huzzah!
Howard after her uncle. But I thought the name Greg was so fun. Kiyomi put the name Greg out. I thought it was so fun that we named the zebra that. So
Perfect. Greg.
he is immortalized as an electronic zebra.
I didn't realize it until like a few days ago that Eric mostly plays people named Howard.
I get typecast a lot of Howard. Yeah.
Eric and I are in a very sort of independent B movie where he plays a character named Howard.
Oh man, it's amazing. Hunt it down.
It is very
Tell them
fun.
what it is.
Is it on
It's called
YouTube?
Howard Joins the Club. And you can find it on Amazon. Where's it? No, YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. Howard Joins the Club. Me and Eric and I, as
The two of us.
a young couple in love.
So it was
Yeah.
a while ago because it was a young.
Check us out when we were young and hot. We were young and hot.
You still are. Come on, you're lovely. You are.
Definitely hot. Yes.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Austin.
Yeah.
Yes.
You also get a sneak peek of the third Perry sibling in there at one point. There's a party scene at the end, and our other brother Scott is in there
I
briefly.
forget about him all the time. Yeah. I forgot.
That's right. We have a third. There's a third one.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Shannon, what do you
Yes.
most enjoy about writing Oz9?
When it's done.
What's the good part of writing it when you've finished it? And it's
I
a
actually love
completed episode,
writing it. It's great fun
20
because
seconds before.
I mean, I love these people. And I love the actors. I also really love the characters. And so I get to have them in my head whenever I want them, which is really fun. And I can actually hear, it's weird. I can actually hear the voices of the actors now. And so I just kind of sit down and take dictation for an hour and then.
Can you hear them right now? Are they in the room?
Okay, I've taken my medication today, Eric, so we're all right.
But I love how you group together because I'm just editing 99 like the last couple of days, and there's really lovely. This isn't spoilers, but it's fun. The bit that's between our lovely Dr. von Habersetzer and Pluto and Dr. Theo in the same room together is just delightful, and I know fans are going to love them. And having different pairings of folks together, Julie and Greg together, and it's just some really fun kind of. I don't know, explorations of characters still to come, right? That you haven't yet heard. So I think it's really exciting.
Yeah, that is one of the best. That is really one of the fun parts for me. And you can tell if I get sort of stuck, one of the things I'll do is just squirrel a couple people away together that haven't talked to each other for a while and just see what comes out of it because it's super fun.
Yeah.
So Brock can show up anytime.
Yeah. You never know.
Let's get stuck for dialogue.
And then I go on Instagram and look at Nikolai's kitchen and dream of good bread, cinnamon rolls.
I just noticed you've got leads on your shirt now. Love it.
He's here in
Lead
spirit.
on a shirt.
That's right.
There's something. Ooh. Shirtless lead on a shirt.
Yeah, there's an irony to that.
Something. There's something in there.
You're asking him to remove his shirt this early on in the game, Bonnie. Is that what you're doing?
I wouldn't dream of it.
Are you being attacked by Jesse there?
Oh, it's Olivia.
Oh,
I'm really still losing my mind at where
There's a shirt in
I'm not always
proximity
just
to
I cannot figure
Lee.
out
It's
what
a bad
happened to
thing.
Jessie. I had her in here. I was playing with her before we started, and then she just disappeared.
you're probably sitting on her.
It's a pin.
Uh-oh. So the princess and the pea. The Jessie and the pin.
So yeah, Coolby's got it
First
correct in the
Jesse.
chat. Shirt on lead, no. Lead on a shirt, yes. Good.
There you go.
Works.
I want to know what some of everybody in the audience's favorite memories of, or things that happen in Oz 9 are as well. So go ahead and make those rain over in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
What do you want to happen? What does
The author
Shannon need
wants
to
to
write?
be flattered.
Give us some ideas.
Favorite scene, favorite character, favorite
What's
line.
your favorite thing that I did that was so charming and so cool? You guys, you get together with your friends and you talk about it all the time, and it's like, you go ahead.
Every scene, Eric. Every scene.
Every scene, I know.
Every
I know.
scene.
Stealer of scenes, you man.
I cannot walk down a street in Ecuador and without people remarking, "Hey, that's the fourth highest audio drama fiction in our country."
Right? Honduras, Oman.
We do track those things, by the way. So we every once in a while we'll get a report that we're like number 7 in Colombia for audio.
Estonia.
We are right now number 6 in the Netherlands, which
Number
I
with a bullet.
to a friend of mine,
Very
but
nice. I love it.
Climbing up the charts in
exciting.
Netherlands.
Trinidad and
No, but it
Tobago.
is. We have learned geography, haven't we? Because we've learned
Oh,
where countries
yes.
are, people.
Yeah, because I put them in my
Funny.
little posts. I put the little
Yeah.
map and tell you where Trinidad and Tobago is. Where's Estonia?
And you say a thing, don't you, in the language?
not so
You write
popular in
something,
Sweden.
and that's how we learn.
I say thank you in whatever language they mostly speak, whatever their official language is.
I've always wondered if we ever been translated. That's when you know you've made
into
it.
Not on
English.
purpose.
Let's start there.
Yeah, figure what the ejaculator would be, what the ejaculax would be in another language. I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah.
Ejaculax.
Yeah. The one
gotta
Does
episode
anybody
bring-
know what that is?
we
What
try
was
and
that
keep
from the
away from
manual?
them. Yeah, no, that was a whole series of us trying to fix machines that had ridiculous names, and
Yeah, because that was written in the manual that the Frat
yeah,
Boys wrote.
that's
right?
right.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a fun
Because that's
episode.
the
to write.
title of the episode is fixing the ejaculax, right?
Yep. That was a fun episode to write, although I have to admit my browser history is getting really interesting.
Yeah, the FBI just listening now.
Oh
just
man,
checking.
it's
you're up
disastrous. I
to.
kind of want to send out a message to like the people who collate that information. I am writing a very silly audio drama, which you're welcome to listen to because you'll hear all those things referenced.
I promise. Wink, wink.
Nobody
just-
out there say anything?
I'm just adding points. We just have a whole lot of it's too hard to choose, and then Cool B said it's I'm not awake enough to narrow down all of the awesomeness that is Oz9 down to one favorite memory. You know what? What mine is like
Sweetest possible cop out.
the thing that first drew me to the show, and the thing that I really loved the most about it was literally episode 1, like second one was Richard's alarm. 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 I just like that immediately. It's such a brilliant bit of voice acting and everything, but it's also a brilliant hook to hook you into the show because it immediately kind of sets the stage for every single thing that is going to happen in the next 98 and then episodes on into the future is just that extremely lackadaisical, like just sarcastic alarm. I mean, it's genius. Genius.
Take that,
really.
2 guys on Yelp.
Yeah. People either love it or hate it.
You know, it's funny
Guys
because
on Yelp.
we've had people ask us if they could download the MP3 and put it on their phone. So there are people who actually use that. Like they wake up in the morning to Richard saying, "Alarm, alarm."
What a way to wake up. That's so great.
Yeah,
And
I love
backwards,
that.
it's a whole other message too.
Yeah. Mara.
I am walrus.
What?
It's a Beatles reference.
Yes, higher.
I am the octopus.
Age to get
I am
back.
walrus.
I am the walrus. Thank you.
Octopus. Come on.
Whatever. Octopus is guardian.
I'm the
I-
walrus, and so's my wife.
I gotta add up points over here. Excuse me for just.
Awesome.
I've
I love
been
the mime episode
tabulating.
a lot. I love the mime episode.
Can we convert
do
those
too.
to flyer
Probably one
mile?
of my favorite ones.
The mime episode makes me laugh too because everybody in the cast took it so seriously, and everybody's like, "Wow, that's a really long rope," and you know, and I love the little round of polite applause that we gave him at one point, and it's just so cute.
That everybody hates mimes, and then when he starts doing his thing, like in real life, people go, "Ooh, oh, we hate mimes."
And Jesse's like, maybe I can stay aboard my ship after all. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I don't need to leave and go over where there's a mime.
Oh, I do also love where Leet is badly flirting with Captain Jesse.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he doesn't think she can hear him. Oh, and he's like, I want to touch your boobs.
Which, if you know, Richard is even funnier.
It's so not Richard. It's so not. It's about as not Richard as it could
Really
possibly
not.
be. It makes it even funnier.
Yep. He's such a sweetheart. And, Lee was supposed to start out to be this sort of bohunky butthead. And then Richard Cowan is just such a sweetheart. And he has such a sweet voice. And everything about him is just so lovely that we turned Lee into a good guy after all.
Yeah, it was hard to-
he's so
we ditched on a
lovable.
foreign planet.
He is. I think we really need somebody to create a crochet kit pattern, whatever, of Leet, so you could have a crocheted Leet. I think that would be really fun.
With a shirt selection that he
There you
can't and shouldn't wear.
that you could just throw away.
And they're all like the Incredible Hulk. They're all sort of tattered and raggedy.
They all
and
unravel. You just unravel his shirts. Don't really get.
got an easy off Velcro strip down the back like a stripper. Awesome.
You should have like a little voice
my
command that
document.
if you put a shirt, like a little Leet doll, that if you put a shirt on it, then just an Olivia voice comes out and it's like, take that off.
The scream. No!
All right, are you guys ready for points? I'm going to give you guys
Yes.
your points now.
We are over time. Yes.
I'm gonna preface this as I'm a very easily bought whore. So Bonnie wins with 35 points because of the dog. Immediately, the dog immediately like was just like so many points. Chris gets 23 points for science.
Oh,
Science.
yay!
Science.
Look,
Big kid STEM is important.
yeah, look, Mom and Dad, all that money wasn't for nothing.
Yeah, and everybody else gets all the points. So many points, a million points. For Oz9, I absolutely love all of you. I love the show. I think I audience chime in here as well, but I think that there is a wit and a comedic timing to the exchanges, and that comes through in the writing and the editing and everything like that will literally make me laugh out loud no matter where I am or what I'm doing. It's really, really amazing. It's kind of like you were talking about before with the interplay of the throwing different characters that aren't really together a lot into different situations, but it always really, really works out amazingly well. I don't know how it just keeps getting better. Like over and every single episode, it just seems to increase. Like the dramatic stuff, like when you lean into the drama and stuff like that, like it's really like heartbreaking, heart-wrenching stuff. Like it's such an emotional like ride, and it makes no sense whatsoever. Literally none of it plot-wise. It's all just like I try to think whenever I listen to the show or whenever I'm telling somebody about it or anything like that. I try to think about how do you explain Oz9 to somebody. That's what I would like from all of you before you wrap and get off the air is a one sentence. If you're pitching Oz9 to someone to you want them to listen to the show, one sentence. What's Oz9 about?
I love it.
That's from us, or we're asking the audience?
From everybody, really,
Everybody.
honestly.
Well, I'm going to say the thing that I always say, which I have to say a listener sent in to us, and I wish I could remember who it was, and if it was one of you, please let me know. But they said it was Gilligan's Island meets The Office in space.
Oh, I love that.
Which
That's
I
good.
think is perfect. It's perfect. So I can't improve on that, but I'm going to steal that and call it mine for now.
Oh, wait, Olivia's David Brent. No.
It's kind of true.
Yeah.
I'm the ginger.
Who would we be?
Yay, gingers.
So I've done mine. Y'all do yours now.
I was going to say Gilligan's Island in space. Honest to God.
You took what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Liars all.
No, really, I was. That's what I tell people. I said it's kind of like Gilligan's Island in space, except sometimes it gets emotional, and then later, if you step back, you go, "Why did that make me cry? That was the stupidest thing ever."
Yeah.
There's been times when we read scripts and we were like getting teary-eyed over scripts, and then it's something absurd, but somehow, it makes it work.
I mean, it's
the hardest thing to edit was Albatross's episode.
Oh,
because
Yeah.
that was really.
Oh,
And I think
albatross.
I know that the lovely June obviously was kind of emotionally attached to it too, right? As you do get when you're in it, I think. And yeah, it was beautiful.
Everyone was crying. Everyone.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it from top to bottom, from writing. I mean, Cool B said it over there in the chat. Great writing, great acting, great production. Oz9 has it all. I mean, it's really, really true. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. All the characters that you do. Sarah, I can't believe that that's a real voice that Mrs. Sheffield that you actually do for that. I don't even know where that comes from. I was just like, there's no way that's a real person. But like I literally like I love all of the characters so much. Like I love the Dr. Theo Brome, like all the different characters on the show. Like you're all incredible. Like you're really, really incredible. And it's an amazing show. And if for some reason you're watching this and you don't listen to these amazing people and all of the work that they do, tell them where they can find you amongst the web.
If you want to go to our website, we are oz-9.com. Or you can find us with the dash, oz-9.com. Or you can find us, where it's pretty much wherever you listen to podcasts.
I think we're even on YouTube, aren't we?
We are definitely on YouTube. Yes, we are on YouTube. Everyone's on YouTube these days, and it's not the easiest thing. But yes, we are everywhere. And sorry, Sweden.
I'm glad we brought Z to America as well. Right, that's very nice.
Maybe have to say zebra.
Well, this is good. This is good for British and American relations. This show, we share.
Finally,
good feedback.
Finally.
Do each other's accents and see how it goes.
Right.
Ever since that Revolutionary War, we've been having some problems, but now we're getting back together.
And yes, there's a comic. Cool B points out in the chat. There's also an Oz9 comic too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have it back.
And if you want one, let us know.
Yeah,
that's right. Check out our shop on Etsy.
I have a utility room full of. Oh no, that's the other Shannon's other book.
Shush.
If anybody doesn't know that Shannon and Eric are brother and sister, that explains why they're so rude to each other.
Yes.
They're not just bad people. They're related. That makes it okay.
Shannon was created for parts, basically. That's why she exists.
Oh my goodness gracious. Seriously, please keep up the amazing work. I can't wait for episode 100. I can't wait for episode 200, 300, 500, 1,000. Please.
Well,
Shannon,
I want to. Oh god.
You know how long we'd have to run for 1,000 episodes? That would be like 50 years.
By the time you get to the end, the Oz9's just going to be like literally a floating piece of hull in space now. Like the rest of the ship's just gone eventually. Yeah, it already is. Yeah, that's true.
It'll be the great grandchildren of existing cast members.
We
should just keep doing the show until history actually catches up with us.
There you go.
And then it's just a documentary.
Yeah, time moves really slowly on the Oz9, and we're still only a few months on board. But Nick, I wanted to ask you if you would be willing to come on an episode and make us a sandwich.
I will come on as many episodes as possible. That was the most fun. I got to last year. I got to be part of a little quick script that got thrown together. It's like some of the most fun I've ever had, like on a microphone. Just hearing these characters talk at me, I was just like.
Which episode was that?
You were awesome. It was the live stream last year.
Yeah, that was live stream last year.
Oh, I missed it. That's right.
Yeah. That was I'm really, really good at doing follow-up work for live stream because I don't have enough to do. And I swear that last year's segments will be on the live stream YouTube channel someday.
Awesome. Well, we can wait. We make our poor listeners wait for episodes all the time.
It was really, really amazing. I really, really loved it. It was just an absolute blast. Just to be even on the Oz9 for a few minutes last year during the event was so much fun. Yeah, I would.
Which is ironic because we want nothing more than to get off the Oz9.
Seriously. But yeah, if you've ever follow Nikolai's Kitchen on Instagram because the food pictures, it's food porn, really. So someday we're going to meet you in person so we can have a sandwich.
Where are you based, by the way?
Oh, that'd be so fun.
I live in the Finger Lakes in New York.
What, is that a real thing?
He lives in the finger sandwiches.
There's one of them right there. Look, that's
wrong, doesn't it? Okay. The Finger Lakes. Gotta make him up. That's
I heard you live in the,
Lakes.
live in the foothills of the
That's-
Finger Lakes.
It's Kiss, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm just gonna mess with my browser history for a second here. My
Finger
husband's
Lakes.
gonna be like, "Excuse me very much. What is happening there?"
Listen, the Finger Lakes, they're known for wine. Like, there's just tons and tons of wineries in the Finger Lakes. So if you love wine,
You love
And
wine.
waterfalls,
Go
What
to
are
the
we doing
Finger
Oslo
Lakes.
wine tour.
Waterfalls?
Can we do that?
hot air balloons.
Nice.
Something about wine coming from a place called Finger Lakes.
It's just not right. It's just not right. No,
Cool Bee has it perfect. Finger Lakes, French Lick, all these places seem made up.
God, it's just so wrong.
French Finger Lakes. That's the place to be.
FL, Florida. Yeah.
Janet, we have to incorporate Finger Lakes into an episode now.
We
just to
we
say
will.
it.
We definitely will. We'll have to drop by
Yeah,
and
there
should be-
grab some wine and sandwiches and visit Nickel.
There should be a tunnel connecting French Lake to Finger Lakes. All right.
Oh,
I think there is. Don't tell anyone, but there's one there. Just left of that way.
Oh, that's right.
there's always a tunnel.
Awesome.
Elon Musk has
Lakes.
been building it for years. Yeah, right.
All right,
Oh,
Nick, do
my
we need to give you
goodness.
your studio back? We
Oh,
are well
you're
over
all. I
time.
mean, I mean it very sincerely. This has been an absolute treat and a blast and a pleasure. I love you guys so much. If there's anything, oh, there's the dog. There's more points. Excuse me, just a second there.
It's finished and you're getting more points. Look at
I'm
that
honest to God, I love you all so much. You're all just absolutely incredible people, incredibly talented creators, podcasters, everything. Keep up the great, amazing work. And if you, like I said, if you don't already, please find Oz9 wherever you can, listen to every single episode, and then go back and do it again, and then go back and do it again, so you're ready for trivia next year when they come back.
For God's
Apparently
sake,
that doesn't
find
do it.
us.
Yeah.
Find us.
Find us,
and-
please.
Find us, Nick. Could you please let me know who all was in there and who all donated so we can send out some.
Yeah, what did we? What did
Yep,
we?
I got it. I got it for you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Very, very professional.
So
Appreciate you.
I love you
guys.
all. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you for doing
Thank
this, Nick.
you.
My mother
Thanks,
told me to tell
everybody.
you I had a very good time at your party.
Oh, goodie bags. Yeah.
Bye, y'all. Thanks so much.
Are we
Bye,
done?
everybody.
Yeah, that was fun.
Bye.
Good times.
Do you shut the door on us or do we?
Are we still?
Oh my goodness gracious.